Good morning, boys. Another sunny day. It's like Groundhog Day here. Every day is boiling hot and sunny, 30 plus degrees without fail. I think we're about to lose the lighting, so apologies. But I'm gonna walk down to that bench, so we should be okay. In this video, guys, and before we start, thank you for reminding me, dog. Supplements, if you wanna grab them, free shipping worldwide. And if you subscribe monthly, you get 10% off. Here's my friends, they're back. If you want to sign up to the streaming platform, I'm currently editing Fatherless Generation. It is actually unbelievable, so that'll be coming out very soon. The course is fantastic. Anybody who signed up will tell you that. There's a lot more videos on there. Each video is like 30 minutes to an hour long. I've done breakdowns of Dan Bilzerian, Leonardo DiCaprio. I've even broken down my own Instagram video on my Instagram, why I posted what I posted for life setup, framing, anything like that. All the things that you guys love, how I shape my own life in a certain way to get certain results, stuff I can't talk about on YouTube. So go and check that out as well, guys. And finally, if you want to sign up to 1M House, the links are below, which is obviously where we are now in Granada, Spain. And plans to open a lot more houses in the future. So, value for money is never going to be cheaper. You guys are going to have multiple houses around the world that you can visit. For me, it's a no-brainer, but it is what it is. And $4.99, I think, for the ebook, Male Advantage ebook, and I think it might be $9.99 for the audiobook. I've changed them recently. Go and check them out, guys. But for the sake of this video, we are going to be talking about real life versus vanity metrics. And a lot of people have said, oh, your channel's falling off, you're losing views, everything's going down. I don't care, I've never cared. In the early days of the First Man channel, I never gave a shit. I always told you guys that. I didn't care how many views I had. I didn't care how many people wanted to sign up, or subscribe, should I say. It never bothered me one bit. Because, and I'll explain this in logical terms so I don't sound like, somebody who's trying to cope, as people always say in comment sections. It doesn't really, the numbers don't really make sense to me. Like if I had 10 million followers, but the same number of people are interested in buying products or being part of like 1M House or whatnot, it doesn't change anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll give you an example. If we had, let's say I had 1 million people watching every video that I put out. Let's say 10,000 of those people are like, do you know what? I love your products, love your supplements, love what you do. I want to be involved. Fair enough, that's not a bad ratio. See what happens from there, right? If I had 20,000 people watch my video and 11,000 were like, love this guy, love what he does, want to check out his products, they're really useful to my life, 1M House actually sounds like a great idea, well then the person with 20,000 is better than the person with 1 million. And there's a Jay-Z line, I think, in a song called What's Free, and it's almost like it's a remix of What's Beef by Biggie. And he says in that song, you got 1 billion streams, I've got $1 billion, or something like that. That's where you want to be. You want to be in that situation. My arm's getting tired, so I'm going to sit down. But that's the situation you want to be in, guys, right? Because everybody, for some reason in this era, everybody wants to be famous. Everyone wants to be socially famous. Everybody wants like cachet and notoriety. Everyone wants a big YouTube, and oh my god, it's so and so. Oh my god, it's a big name. I don't care about that. Never cared about that. Like, I'm not even First Man. First Man's the brand name. I didn't even name it after myself. I named it as a business because I knew at some point I'd like to dip out, go behind the scenes, continue reaping the rewards, but not be a face, not be a personality, not have to be like, hey guys, what's going on? Like you see these Jake Paul type characters having to do every day. I never wanted to do that. I never wanted to like fake the enthusiasm and whatnot. I'd rather set up businesses and run things that way. I mean, there's a famous one of Akon. Everybody said, oh, Akon fell off. He's not doing the same numbers that he used to do. He's not as rich as he signs Lady Gaga. Like, he had her signed for like 5-10 years. So all of those songs that she was making in the early days, those ones that would get like 1 billion views on YouTube and would go super viral, he's picking up all those profits. He probably made more off her than he did off his whole career. And he signed loads of other artists too, and it's just like, that's a smart business move. He's behind the scenes, he can live his life how he wants to live it. He doesn't have to go on tour and do all the tough shit that nobody actually wants to do. It's a better life, and I want you guys to be careful, because a lot of you are thinking success is vanity metrics. Vanity metrics is where it's like, you've got a Lamborghini, you've got 1 million followers, oh, this guy's a billionaire, you know, he's killing it in life. And it's like, it's a lot of it, it's not always fake, but a lot of it is just surface level. You know, how many girls do you know on Instagram that, you know, before OnlyFans, who had like 10 million followers, but, you know, what's their job? How were they making money? You know, were they escorting? Were they having to do something else? Like, my old mentor had 1.8 million Twitter followers and was making very, very good money off a subscription, about 30 grand a month. He was doing it off dating subscriptions back in the day. As time went on, that dating subscription, people weren't really as interested. He's got 1.8 million followers and he's, you know, not really making a penny. He has to sell the business for like, you know, nowhere near what he was, but probably like double what he was making per month. So nowhere near what he was making per year. It's just vanity metrics. You would meet people and you would say, oh, I've got 1.8 million. Yeah, but like, do you know what I mean? You've not actually turned it into anything. What have you evolved it into? So you got to be very careful, guys. You got to be very, very careful. You can't be looking at the shiny shit. You got to be looking at the fundamentals. You got to be looking at, you know, what's going on behind the scenes. You got to be looking at, you know, and this isn't me going, oh, you know, you've said something about my channel, my numbers, I'm going to come back with a response to it. I'm not that guy. I look at it more as like, these guys need to, you know, need to learn something here. Like this, it's not everybody, but some people in the comments, and I love to teach. So, you know, what's a better situation? There was a time where I was getting 150,000 views per video, but I also didn't own a house in Spain. I also hadn't sold like 25,000 supplements at that point. Well, collectively probably 30,000 with every product, including body wash and whatever, probably like 30,000 products that have gone out the door. I didn't have the streaming platform in position with 5 shows that have been filmed. That is a 10-year project that is now a year underway in terms of when all the problems were fixed and whatever. So a year and a half since we actually began it. You know, I mean, there's such a better position. I've got so much more leverage now. I've been able to manage my cash better. I've learned so much more about life, and it's just like, that is a situation that I'd want to be in. Like, I'm going to be able to move back to London very, very soon, which was, you know, the goal when I was in the garage in the early days. I was like, I can't wait to get back, but I want to make sure that I'm in a great position. Going to be able to do that, going to be able to go and buy my own property in London and stuff. And it's just like, that is a much better position, getting 20,000 views per video than getting 150,000 views per video, not making even 1/10 of the money that we're making now. Like, which position would you rather be in? Do you know what I mean, guys? And I'm just saying, you've got to be careful, because we're in a world of vanity metrics. We're in a world of, how many views did you get? You know, how many streams though? How many plays? Like, how many eyeballs? How many? I've never been too worried about that. Never. Like, if I was a boxer and they said to me, you've got to go and fight this guy in Saudi, and I went there and I lost, and everyone was like, oh, you're a fucking idiot, but I made 10 million. I'd be like, I don't care. I don't care, because at the end of the day, the most important thing in life is happiness, family, and your own well-being. Like, that's the 3 things that will keep you going in life, right? Your health is in, you know, the well-being. If you don't have those 3 things, you're going to be sad, you're going to be unhappy, like, things are going to go wrong. You don't have your core fundamentals in place. If you went out to play football in Saudi Arabia and you got like 20 million over like 5 years, and everyone's like, oh, you ruined your career. Yeah, but you've set up your life. And that's not me saying it's all about money, but you've set up your life. And at the end of the day, that's the most important factor. To have money in the bank, no bills, no stresses, no debts, you know, beautiful family in place, a beautiful support unit, a very nice, you know, social life, you're healthy, you live where you want to live, you're relaxed, you know, you're sleeping well, eating well, no stresses, you're going restaurants, cinema, you've got dinner plans, you're going on holiday, you're on a beach sunbathing every like other month or something. Like, that's a much better life. That is a much better life. And I'd rather have that than getting 1 million views per video. Now, can you have both? Yeah, you can. You can have 1 million views per video and be getting 50,000 people buying your stuff, or, you know, sign up to your services because they're useful. It isn't just like, that's what I'm saying, it's not money, it's because they're useful. People go, that benefits me, I'm actually going to sign up and use it. That's always been my main aim. But you've got to be very careful, guys. You just stop buying into the numbers, stop buying into whatever. I remember Gary Vee, when Gary Vee fell off, he was getting like 1,000,000 views, 100,000 views. I was like, this guy's popping off finally, I love it. Today he gets like 3,000 to 8,000 views per video, but the guy's worth about 600-700 million, and he's got businesses outside of that social media very much got him there. When he was getting 100,000 million views, whatever, he pushed his businesses to a height that they'd never been at before. His businesses are still at that level, they're still established. His views have dropped off, but he's like, I don't care. He still posts, but he's like, I don't care. And it will make another resurgence in the future or something like that on another platform. I'm sure he's smashing it on TikTok because he's a smart guy. You just evolve, you just keep going. It's about what you do. It's like, you have the weakest link in America as well, but in the UK we have it. And I'm sure you have it in other countries around the world, like, as you do like Top Gear and stuff like that. In the weakest link, you would answer questions. I know it's a weird reference, but I love it. You answer questions, and then the amount that you have keeps going up. And at some point, somebody has to go, bank, before they answer their question. And if you say bank, that money goes into the kitty. It goes into the bank. It's ready, like at the end of the round, you win, you know, that money. It gets accumulated. Then you answer your question, you build up the tally again. Bank, it goes back down. If you get a question wrong, all of that goes. That's a great metaphor for life. So all the money that I made from products, supplements, courses and stuff like that back in the day has gone into a very well-established streaming platform with technology that's worth 200 grand, which I've had looked over, and it's been confirmed it's worth like 200 grand. Never mind the business itself, the business model, the projects moving forward in the future, and everything that can be filmed. You know, like I said, we've got another one in the pipeline, Fatherless Generation, which is unbelievable. We've got a divorce lawyer, Islamic counselor. Who else we got on there? Warren Farrell's back on there. We've got Austin Abeta, who is one of the first ever passport bros. I'm going to be in it because obviously I lost my dad. Like, you guys are going to love this one. It's going to be sick. So we're still chipping away at that every single day. It's a 10-year project, and that's what life is. But then you look at what we've banked with the house in Granada. Like, we've got a house that, you know, when we finished doing it up, you're looking at assets of, like, I don't want to go into detail, guys, but it's over $1 million. Okay, we don't have a mortgage on that house. We're very much thinking about leveraging that to get the second one. You know, it's just easy business. It just makes so much sense. Leverage that to get the second one and open a second house. What a position. Do you know what I mean? And every supplement that I've sold has allowed me to get a better unit price moving forward in the future. So I'm making more money every single time without having to charge you guys more. That's smart business. That's not vanity metrics. That's actually something that's going on behind the scenes. It's set me up very well. I've banked at different times. I've gone bank, cash in on that, save that. You know, let's get that asset. It won't be very long for 1M House. I don't want to, you know, reveal too many plans, but it won't be very long until we have a massive house in zone 1 or 2 in London. So it's going to be a central London property worth a few million. That's set for life. Because even if something like 1M House didn't work, which it's going to work, believe me, because of what we've had so far and what's already going on. Oh, and guys, I haven't mentioned the launch party. Obviously, the guys that are signed up know, but the launch party is August 2nd. So it's the 1st of July today. So if you sign up today or tomorrow, in theory, if you do the 12-month payment plan, you pay £289 or £280. You're at the launch party with us in a month. You can come out. You'd be eligible. Do you know what I mean? You'd be eligible. You'd be able to come out. £280. You'd be here. You'd only have to make one payment. Now, there's no refunds. So if you decide, oh, I'll do one shot to launch, but you can't do that. You'd have to sign up to the full 3. But in theory, if you just pay £280, you're at the launch party in Granada with us in like 30 days. So there's that. But yeah, having central London property, even if 1M House doesn't work, we're renting that out as office space, and we're making like 50 grand a month. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, you've banked, you've done. And I could fall off YouTube, disappear, but you've got 50 grand a month for the rest of your life, and then you sell that for a few million and retire at like 40. Whoa, did you guys see that? It was a massive fly. I don't think you saw it because it didn't land on the camera. It landed right on the front. Do you know what I mean? You've just got to bank. You've got to put these things in position, and it's not about, oh, I got 1 million views, or, you know, everyone's talking about me. What position are you in life? What assets do you have? How have you set yourself up? How's your business actually running? That's a completely different animal. So be very, very careful, guys. You got to be that shrewd, ruthless motherfucker that's thinking behind the scenes. Who cares about a comment section? Who cares about views on a video? It's not about that. It's about building something. It's about building something. I'm 32 at the end of August. I didn't really take this business seriously till I was like 26, 27. Probably 27, truth be told. So, in theory, because 32 hasn't been lived yet. So in 4 years, I managed to take it from an idea. And I actually had something pop up on my phone the other day. It said 3 years ago, you were back in the garage. And I was just walking around taking pictures of like the fields and stuff like that. I think I was having a little depressive week, and I was just like, let's go for a stroll. And I was taking some nice pictures of the area. Real beautiful countryside. And today we're in Granada, and we've bought a house and we're doing it up, and it's the level that this house is at, guys, is ridiculous. I'll start putting more pictures on Instagram and stuff like that moving forward. We're going to start posting all the socials, some shorts on YouTube. You guys are going to be blown away, and you just think, God, that's 3 years. 3 years ago, I was in the garage just about to start selling my supplements for the first ever time, right? Because in September we made £13,000, and that was when it was like, wow, here we go. This is an actual real business. We're underway now. So that was September. So that's, so like two years and like 10 months ago, I was just about to start this business properly as like a profitable business. And 2 years and 10 months later, I'm sat here in Granada with a house worth over $1 million, with a business model, that is probably worth about 3-4 million already. The business would be valued at 5 million already, which is ridiculous. Plus the supplements, the stream platform. You're looking at a net worth of like 6-7 million, which 2 years ago and 10 months, I was sat in a garage making YouTube videos, telling you guys I'm gonna make it, something's gonna happen. It can happen quickly, guys. And like I said, it's not about the views. It doesn't matter about the views. It's what you do with the money. It's what you do with what you were given. It's what you do with the ideas. It's how you set yourself up in life. It is life setup. It's business life setup. It's positioning yourself. It's almost taking a whack, some financial whacks, or taking, I knew when I changed to 1M house that my views would drop. I knew people would give me shit, but look at the position it's put me in. And in 5 years time, this YouTube channel could have 1 million followers by then, but it's all different people that are actually interested in property and stuff like that on top of what we've already got. That's life, that's business. You have to stay afloat, you have to keep going, because I don't see this YouTube world lasting too much longer. I don't see people being able to sit there and make videos and go, I'm an alpha male and everybody should listen. It's oversaturated, everyone's getting tired of it. And the younger guys are like, who are these old guys? Not interested anymore. I'm going to follow the younger versions of those guys. And, and everyone's just sick of it. You can't keep doing this. You can't be like a 40-year-old guy going as an alpha male. Like, people just be like, I've got kids now. I've got 2 daughters. I don't want to hear this shit. You're boring me. So you've got to be very, very careful, guys. Very, very careful about what you're chasing, who you want to be, who you're aspiring to be. I'd rather be the silent business guy behind the scenes who's worth about 100 million with a beautiful wife and kids. Probably not wife, because I don't really do that thing, but a beautiful missus and kids. Everything behind the scenes is strong, family's healthy. Everything, my mum doesn't have to work, sisters doesn't have to work, like everything's paid off. You're able to spend good quality family time. Traveling around the world, just waking up and doing what you love. Like, I love London, I love Paris, I love autumn and winter. Weird of me to do. I know people love summer. I love autumn and winter, so I'd love city breaks and stuff like that, being able to get away and nice long black trench coat, strolling around Paris, coffee in hand, chase what you love. Do you know what I mean? Put yourself in that position. If you were like some superstar famous guy, you'd be getting stopped all the time. It's just better to be the business guy. Do you know what I mean? Behind the scenes, it's better to be, I know Simon Cowell's famous, but it's better to be Simon Cowell than it is to be, let's say, whoever the CEO is of like Sony Records. I don't know who it is, but let's say you'd rather be that guy than like Harry Styles or Drake. You can actually have a proper life. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can have an amazing life. I think that's always been the aim. I remember Tiger said it in a song. I want to be rich. I don't want to be famous. Vanity metrics. Don't chase it. You don't have to chase the fame. You don't have to chase the numbers and whatnot. They don't really reflect how anything's going. So just be very, very careful, guys. But I'll speak to you all soon. Hopefully some of you heed my advice and do the 280 on a 12-month payment plan. And I'll see you out here at the launch party in Granada very, very soon. It's, like I said, you just pay 280 once tomorrow, or on the 3rd of July, you could make the launch party. Do you know what I mean? And you'd only have to pay 280, and then, you know, cheap flights to be here. I think that's a pretty good deal. Cannot wait to meet a lot of you guys out here. I think we're gonna have 70 people so far that can actually make the launch party out of the 300 that signed up. So, you know, it's obviously people have got plans and whatnot, but we've got 70 at the moment. We're going out for meals, we're going for coffee, we're going to the gym, we're having a little meet up, food, a few little drinks at the house, then we're going out into Granada to have a proper night out. Where people can do whatever they want, and I think on the Sunday we might even go down the beach or meet up. So guys, it's going to be insane. Like, the footage is going to be incredible. I'd love to see, you know, even more of you there. We'll probably cap it at like 100 because that's pretty unmanageable, to be honest. So if we get another 30 from the group that say, do you know what, I have just booked a flight, we'll probably have to cap it. But at the moment, 70 guys out of the 300 that said they can make it, they're free for that weekend. And then at the end of August is actually my birthday, so we're going to do a party then as well. You have 2 days, so you guys are all invited to that at the house. So that'll be fun. People can book stays at the house. People are already, you know, doing that. People are already, well, the booking system will go live very soon, so they're going to be able to do that. And then, you know, we're going to have we're going to have like a skiing party up in those mountains up there in November for Alex's birthday, which is going to be great. We're going to try and get, our brand ambassador is Rob Lipset. We're going to ask him to do like a fitness event at the house, because obviously we've got a gym there, which I need to get home now because we're starting to build the underlayer for the gym. We're putting some type 1 down, some Hessian roll. We're going to have to get a whacker plate on rent and tamp all that down, make sure it's flat, put all the mats down for the gym, then all the equipment goes up. So we're going to do that this week. That'll come out in the second vlog. Going to be really, really fun, guys. I better go, so I'll speak to you all soon. Have a good one.